Alright, so here we have Dan's quote-unquote version of the One Ring that we now know was stolen, borrowed, whatever words you want to use. And we're going to go through exactly how easy it was and honestly how lazy Dan's job is, right? As we look at this art of the One, as we focus up here at the top of the ring, you're going to notice there's like steps. There's like a step down because that's how hastily he was just sort of clicking, copying around the ring. And then there are other areas like around here where there's clearly like geometric, almost lines going around the ring. It's a hasty, sloppy job, and we're going to detail just how easy it is for him to have done it.
This is Dan Frasier's The One Ring, and then I have her version of The One Ring here, cropped and ready to use in a moment. So the first thing we're going to do is go back, and I want to get just his background quickly here. So I'm just going to loosely go around the ring. And the idea here is that I don't want to alter the background too much. So I want to keep that as true to the original as possible. Just to give you an idea of what I meant by it's lazy. Alright, so I'm using GIMP, by the way, which is a free tool. Not the professional Adobe and things like that that your Magic the Gathering artist would be using. Alright, we're going to increase this brush size a little bit. It looks good because I'm just trying to save time here. Alright, so we're going to and this is going to look like crap. But the idea here is just to show you that if I can do this in just a couple of seconds, and I barely know what I'm doing, a guy like Dan should be able to do much better. And in fact is able to do much better, or was. Alright, and then we'll come in and reduce the brush size. Basically do the same thing inside the ring. Okay. I'll remove the selection. Alright, so this is the argument for what folks are saying Dan did. No. Alright. So similar to the way that I did it earlier when I was protecting Dan's background, I'm going to go around the ring here. And if you look at the edges of Dan's ring, or the ring in Dan's version, I should say, I guess, you'll see areas where it looks very much hastily done, where there's sort of angular crops around the edge of the ring. There are ways to do this that are cleaner and require more time and patience, but I genuinely don't feel that that's what we got from Dan's version. So there. Alright, now I'm going to invert the mask and delete everything. Alright, now we can see right here on the edge of the ring I've got a bigger place. So I'm just going to grab that and delete it. And now we have to go around the middle. Okay. Now we just grab the ring, copy, paste it here, and now we know he flipped it. There you can see we're in the same relative position as Dan's ring or version was. But before we drop it now, we're going to go ahead and use the smudge tool to just, you know, I guess this is what he was talking about when he said he painted over her version. And then this area in the lower corner here is where people were saying they could still sort of make out the script as further proof. And there you go. There is pretty much Dan's version of the One Ring as is being sent to all of your homes as a box topper. I think everybody sort of has the right to be annoyed.